Hey, welcome to our series of videos for top surgery recovery. This is video 4. In this video, we're going to be sharing some exercises for mobility and strengthening to work with some of the after effects of having had a big procedure like this. The first exercises we're going to show you are some self-massage exercises. I like to use a smooth foam roller like this. They make them with all kinds of bumps and ridges, but this one is most comfortable for when you're doing stuff like this. Our first exercise we're sharing today is foam rolling under the armpit and chest. This is really great for compressing the area and helping some muscles there release. Under the armpit, you're getting into the lat, and then as that softens, you can roll forward, and you might find various places along your roll forward where you're hitting a different muscle. You might find that a deep inhale and exhale rocks you back and forth on the foam roller, helping the muscles release a little more. You might find that gravity just sort of drapes you over. And then you get into a really nice, gentle compression of your pectoral muscles. And depending on where your body's at on each particular day, you can just let yourself keep rolling a little further, going a little deeper. And you can stay here for as long as one deep breath or several minutes, whatever your body's craving on that day. Oh, hey there. I'm just lying here in one of my favorite poses called heart bench. Underneath me, I have my foam roller going lengthways along my spine. This is one of the shorter ones, so I just have it under my upper spine with my pelvis resting on the floor, my knees bent, my feet planted on the floor to support my low back. And because this foam roller is a little short, I have a yoga block under my head, so it's nice and supported. And then on either side of the foam roller, my shoulder blades are being gently pulled down by gravity towards the earth. This opens up the front of my chest and the sternum, and staying here for 3 to 5 minutes will allow the fascia, or the strong connective tissue along the front of the body, to really stretch and release. This is especially great for any scar tissue going along the front of the body. And all you need to do here is just breathe deeply and let gravity do the work.
So in the starting position, Sky's knees are about a foot away from the bed. It could be a table or a chair, whatever surface is the right height for you. Their elbows are planted onto the bed, palms together. They're going to bring their spine to neutral as they bring their butt back towards their heels, really focusing on the stretch through their armpit and holding it at whatever point they feel tension, but not too much discomfort. Holding it for anywhere from 30 seconds to 1 minute. So Sky's doing a doorway chest opener with both arms on either side of the doorway. They're going to step through the doorway, keeping their torso upright, feeling the stretch through their chest, through their armpits. They're doing it high now. They can bring their hands a little bit lower so their arms are at 90 to get a different part of their pecs. And in each of these positions, we'd suggest staying there for about 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Hi, it's me, Asher, stepping in because Sky has had to do this exercise many times for our technical difficulties. And so I'm taking a turn. This is an exercise we're using a resistance band for, and we're focusing on the muscles that do external rotation at the shoulder. These are very tiny muscles, so that means that you want to use a very lightweight resistance band for this. So I'm pinning this towel to my side with my elbow to make sure that my elbow doesn't come out away from my body, and then I'm just going to bring my arm out as far as I can without bending my wrist out. I don't want to do that. I want to keep my wrist in line with my forearm, coming back slowly, quickly out, back slowly.
So Sky is now doing a row with a resistance band. This is a heavier resistance band than we were using for the last exercise. So they're going to bend at the knees, bend at the hips just a little bit to get a nice firm stance. And they're going to get to a position where their arms are fully extended. There's some tension on that resistance band. They're going to bring their elbows towards their side, breathing out And then slowly breathing in as they release, making sure that their shoulder isn't like pulled out of the socket here. They want to keep the shoulder in line with the body. Again, coming back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, slowly releasing. And they're doing a good job keeping their shoulders down away from their ears. They don't want their shoulders up by their ears, keeping them down the whole time. Cool. We're going to return to an ab exercise that we suggested doing before you had top surgery. It's really good at this point to start working that core again. So Sky is lying on their back. They're going to take the yoga strap that's beside them and they're going to put it under their low back. They want to get it to the point where it's easiest when they come back down. It's easiest to pull it through. So that point where their low back comes away from the mat. And that strap is just going to act as a cue for us to know whether their abs are engaged. So you might decide to have a buddy help you with this one. So the first thing they're going to do is they're going to pull their belly button towards their spine, really cinching this strap to the mat so I won't be able to pull it at all. Nice job. And so keeping your abs super engaged, go ahead and bring your hips to 90, your knees to 90. This is still super well cinched. Good job. And go ahead and push on your thighs with your hands. Resist with your thighs. Awesome. So Sky's going to do a scapular hold on the wall, which is an exercise that's going to combine all of the different muscles that we've been strengthening in this program. They're going to get into a standing plank, and by that I mean their feet should be at hips distance apart. Quads super tight, so the front of their thighs are going to be really, really tight, pulling their kneecaps up. Abs are super braced, belly button towards the spine, glutes super tight, squeezing your butt. And then they're going to bring their elbows back behind their back. Elbows are coming together as much as they possibly could, as if there's a magnet between them, and then they're going to slowly drop towards the wall. Elbows should be the only thing touching the wall, staying in that nice standing plank. And they're going to feel this between their shoulder blades. Their feet are staying at a 90-degree angle, so as they came back to the wall, the toes came up. And they're going to hold this anywhere from 20 seconds to a minute.